embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter.
If Signora Leonata be her mother, she would not have her head on her shoulders for all to see.
It is a wonder you still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you.
My dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die when she hath such meat food to feed it as Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain when you come into her presence.
Then is courtesy a turncoat? For it is certain I am loved of all ladies. Only you excepted. And I could find in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women. They would else have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your mind for that. I would rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
God, keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall scape a predestined scratch face.
Scratching could not make it worse, and 'twas such a face as yours were.
Well, you are a rare parent teacher.
For if my tongue is better than a beast of yours,
I would my horse have speed of your tongue, and so good a continuum. But keep your way, in God's name, I have done.
you always end with a jade's trick. I know you hold.
Let me bid you welcome, my lord. For being reconciled with the prince, your brother, I owe you all dearly.
I thank you. I'm not of many words, but I thank you.
Please it, your grace. Lead on.
Your hand, Leonata. We will go together.
Benedict, didst thou note the daughter of Signora Leonata?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
I do not like her.
Can the world buy such a jewel? In mine eyes, she is the sweetest lady I've ever looked on.
I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn to the contrary, if here would be my wife.
Is it come to this? Have not the world but one man that will wear his cap without suspicion? Shall I never see a bachelor of threescore again?
Examine your conscience, and so I lead you.
Hath Leonata any son, my lord?
No child but hero. She is her only heir. Thou still affect her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord.
'Tis once thou lovest, and I will fit thee with the remedy. I know we shall have revelling tonight. I'll assume my part in some disguise, and tell her hero I am Claudio. And in her bosom I'll unclasp my heart, and take her here a prisoner with the force of strong encounter of my amorous smile. Then to her mother I will break, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine. In practice, let us put it presently.
What will you do, my lord? Why are you thus sentimental sad?
There is no measure for the occasion that breathes. Therefore the sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason.
And when I have heard it, what blessing brings it?
If not a present remedy, at least a patient sufferance. You have laid it out against your brother, and he hath newly taken you into his grace.
I'd rather be a caker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. And it better fits my blood to be disdained from all than to fashion a carriage to rob love from any. In this, though I cannot be said to be a flattering, honest man, it must not be denied, but I'm a plain-dealing villain. What news brought you?
I came yonder from a great supper. The prince, your brother, is royally entertained by Leonata, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve for any marvel to build mischief on? What is he for a fool that betroths himself to unquietness?
Ma'am, it's your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio,
Even he.
a proper squire. And who? Which way looks he?
Mary, on hero, the daughter of Aaron, not.
Oh, a very forward March chick. And how came you to this?
Being entertained as a perfumer, I was smoking in a musty room. Comes me the prince and Claudio, hand in hand in sad conference. I whipped me behind the arras, and there I heard the decree on that the prince should be hero for himself, having obtained to give her to Count Claudio.
Come, let us thither. This may prove food for my displeasure. That young startup hath all the glory of my overthrow. If If I can cross him anyway, I bless myself every way. You are both sure and will assist me.
To the death, my lord.
Come, let's to the banquet. Their cheers the greater that I'm subdued. Would the cook wear out my mind? Shall we go prove what's to be done?
We'll wait upon you, Lord.
Music, let's get out on the floor. Move it.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful and that I had my good wit out of the 100 merry tales. Well, this is Signor Benedict that said so.
What thing?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
Did he ever make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders.
When I know the gentleman, I'll tell him what you say.
Do. We must follow the leaders.
Every good man.
Sure, my brother's amorous on Hero and has withdrawn her mother to break her about it. The ladies follow her, and but one advisor remains, and that is Claudio. I know him by his bears. Are you not Signor Benedict?
You know me well. I am he.
Ah, Signor! You are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on Hero. I pray you dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth. You may do the honest part of the man in it.
I know you love me.
I heard him swear his affection. So did I too, and he swore to marry me. Come, let us to the banquet.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedict, but hear this ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things, save in the office and affairs of love.
Farewell, therefore, Hero.
The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman she danced with told her she is much wronged by you.
Oh, she misused me past the endurance of block. An oak, but with one green leaf on it would have answered her. My very advisor began to assume life and scold with her. She told me, not thinking I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester. She speaks poniards, and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there would be no living near her. She would infect to the North Star. I would not marry her, though she were endowed with all Adam had left him before he transgressed. She would have made Hercules have turned spit, yea, and cleft his club to make the fire too. Come, talk not of her. You shall find her, the infernal Ate in good apparel. I would to God some scholar would conjure her, for certainly while she is here, a man may live as quiet in hell.
As in a sanctuary, and people sit on purpose where they would go thither. So indeed, all disquiet, horror, and perturbation follows her.
Look, here she comes.
God, sir, here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then? Sick?
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but civil, Count, civil as an orange, and something of that jealous complexion.
Here, Claudio. I have wounded thy name, and fair Hero is won. I have broke with her mother, and her goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, I give you my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made the match, and all grace say amen to it. Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give away myself to you and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss and let him not speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, I thank it, my lord. Poor fool, it keeps on the windy side of hair. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
She doth indeed.
Good Lord, for alliance! Thus goes everyone into the world, but I, and I'm sunburnt. I'm may sit in a corner and cry, hey ho for a husband.
Easily, don't look to the things I told you of. I cried as mercy on to bury Grace's heart.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
There's little of the melancholy element in her, my lord.
She cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks all of her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife of Benedict.
Oh, Lord, my lord. If they were but a week married, they would talk themselves mad.
County Claudia, when means you to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord.
Not till Monday.
Come, you shake the head at so long a breathing. But I warrant thee, Claudio. The time shall not go dully by us. I will, in the interim, undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Signor Benedict and Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other. Go in with me, and I will tell you my drift.
It is so. The Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonata.
Yea, my lord, but I can't cross it.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment will be medicinable to me. I am sick and displeasure to him, and whatsoever can thwart his affection ranges evenly with mine. How canst thou cross this marriage?
Not honestly, but so covertly that no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me briefly how.
I think I told your lordship a year since how much I'm in the favor of Margaret, the lady here is Jackson.
I remember.
I can, at any unseasonable incident, appoint her to look after Mrs. Chamberlain.
What life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
Go then, find me a meet hour to draw Don Pedro and Count Claudio alone. Tell them that you know the hero loves me. Intend a kind of zeal both to the prince and Claudio. As in love of your brother's honor, who hath made this match and his friendly reputation, is thus likely to become semblance of a maid. But you have discovered this. They will scarcely believe this without trial. Offer them instances, which will bear no less likelihood to see me at your chamber. Hear me call Margaret hero, and hear Margaret turn me Claudio. Bring them to see this the night before the intended weddings. I will, in the meantime, so fashion the matter that hero should be absent, and there shall appear no such seeming truth of hero's disloyalty, that jealousy shall be called insurance, all the preparation of the hero.
Grow this to an adverse issue it can. I shall put it into practice. Be cunning in the working this, and thy fee is 1,000 ducats.
Be you constant in the accusation, and my cunning shall not shame you.
I shall presently go learn their day of marriage.
I do much wonder that one man, after seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he has seen such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. Such a man is Claudio. I've known him when there was no music to him but the drum and a fife. And now, he would rather hear the tabor and the pipe. I have known when he would walk 10 miles afoot to see good armor. Now he will lie 10 nights awake, carving the fashion of a new doublet. He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose, like an honest man and soldier. Now he has turned orthography. His words are a very fantastical banquet, to so many strange dishes. May I be converted and see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. I will not be sworn, but love may transform me to an oyster. But I'll take my oath on it. Till he have made an oyster of me, he shall never make me such a fool. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. Another wise, yet I am well. Till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Wise, or I'll none. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll never look on her. Mild, or come not in my presence. Noble, or not I for an angel. Of good discourse, an excellent musician, and her hair shall be of what color it please God. The prince of Monsieur Love, I'll hide in the armor.
Come hither, Leonata. What was it you told me of today, that your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedict?
What? Ow!
Oh, my. Stop calling her foul sins. I did never think that
lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedict, who she, in all outward appearances, seems ever to abhor.
Is it possible? Sits the wind in that corner?
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell what to think of it. But that she loves him with an enraged passion, it is beyond the infinite of thought.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Me, like enough.
Oh God, counterfeit. There never was a counterfeit of passion so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
It were good that Benedict knew of it by some other, if she will not discover it.
Never tell him, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel. Bait the hook well. This fish will bite.
What effects does she show, my lord? She will sit you. You heard my daughter tell you how.
How? How, I pray you? You amaze me.
Then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedict, God, give me patience.
She doth indeed. My daughter says so. And her ecstasy hath so much overborne her that my daughter sometimes fears she will do a desperate outrage to herself.
No!
It is very true.
Well, maybe she doth but counterfeit. Well,
She is exceeding wise.
in everything but in loving Benedict.
Hey!
Well, I'm sorry for your news. Shall we go seek Benedict and tell him of her love?
Never tell him, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Nay, that's impossible. She may wear her heart out first.
Well, we'll hear further of it by your daughter. Let it cool the while. I love Benedict well, and I could wish he would modestly examine himself to see how much he is unworthy so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready. If you do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
The same that be spread for Beatrice.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. We have the truth of this from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. Seems her affections have their full bent. Love me? Why must be requited? Here comes Beatrice! Oh, by this day she's a fair lady. Your spice must flip in her.
Against my will, I'm sent to bid you come to dinner.
Fair Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains in those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure then in the message?
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point and choke a jaw withal. You have no stomach, senor, fare you well.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come into dinner. There's a double meaning in that!
Now, Margaret, when Beatrice does come, let her talk only be of Benedict. Let it be thy part for when I name him to praise him more than any man did merit. It will be my part to tell thee how Benedict is sick in love with Beatrice.
But are you sure that Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince and my new betrothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they loved Benedict, to let him wrestle with his affections and never let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as
unfortunate a bed as ever Beatrice shall couch upon.
O God of love, I know he doth deserve as much be yielded to a man, but nature never framed a heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice.
Sure, I think so. And therefore, certainly, it were good she did not know his love, lest she'll make sport at it.
There, thou speakst the truth. Yet I never saw a man how wise, noble, young, and rarely featured. But she would spell him backwards.
Yet, tell her of it, madam. Hear what she will say.
No, rather I will go to Benedict and counsel him to fight against his passion.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedict.
He is the only man of Italy, always excepting my dear Claudio.
When are you married, madam?
Why, every day, tomorrow. Come, go in. I shall show you some attires and have thy counsel on which to furnish me tomorrow.
She's like I warned you, be a clover, madam!
What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell! And may it pride is you. No glory lives behind the back of such. So Benedict, love on. I will requite thee.
If it please you. Yet Count Claudio may hear, for what I speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
It means your lordship to be married tomorrow.
You know he does.
I know not that when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not, and that appears hereafter. It ain't better as need by which I now will manifest. For my brother, I think he holds you well, and in dearness of heart have helped to effect your ensuing marriage. Surely suit ill spent and labor ill bestowed.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, and circumstances forced, for she's been a lady too long a talking of. The lady is disloyal.
Who?
Hero? Even she. Leonato's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Well, give him that charge, neighbor Dogberry.
There
he is bidden. He is none of the prince's men.
True! You are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the streets. For watch the babble and talk is most
Tolerable and not to be endured.
We'll rather sleep than talk. We knows what belongs to a watch.
Why, you speak like an ancient and most quiet watchman. I cannot see how sleeping should offend. Only care that your bills be not stolen. You will call to the alehouses, yes, and bid those that are drunk get them to bed.
No. No. How if they will not?
Well then, let them alone. Till they're sober. If they be you not, then the better answer. You may say, they are not the men you took them for.
Well,
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him by virtue of your office to be no true man, but any kind of man. The less you meddle and make of it, why, the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands upon him?
The most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is, and steal out of your company.
You have always been called a merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my will, much more a man who hath honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call to the nurse and bid her to still it.
How? The nurse be asleep, and will not hear us.
Why then, depart in peace, and let the child wake her with the crying. For you that cannot hear a lamb when it buys,
It's very true.
this is the end of your charge. Master Constable, you ought to serve as the prince's own person. If you meet him in the night, you may stay him.
Nay, by our lady, I think he cannot.
5 shillings to 1 odd, any man that knows the statutes. He may stay him. Marry not without the prince be willing, for the watch ought to offend no man, and it is an offence to stay a man against his will.
By our lady, I think he'd be sorry.
Well, masters, good night.
huzzah! To the alehouse!
Sigh no more, ladies, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever. 1 foot on sea and 1 on shore. To one thing can't stand never.
Then sigh not so,
But let them go
and be you glad and mourning,
converting all your songs of woe
into hey nonny, nonny. Hey nonny, 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 nonny. Hey nonny, 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 nonny. Hey
And then under this pen, for drizzle's rain, I will, true drunk, utter all.
some treasons, masters, yet stay close.
Shh! Therefore know, I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible that any villainy should be so dear?
Seest thou not what a deformity this fashion is?
I know that deformed. He's been a vile thief these 7 years. He goes up and down like a gentleman. I even remember his name.
Shh! Dost thou not hear somebody?
No, 'twas a vein in the house.
But know that tonight I have wooed Margaret, the lady here's gentlewoman, by the name of Hero.
I thought Dame Margaret was hero.
2 of them did, the prince and Claudio, but the devil, my master, knew she was Margaret.
We charge you in the prince's name. Stand
My cousin's a fool, and now are
You attire within excellently, if it were thought browner. And your dress is a most rare fashion, of faith. I saw the Duchess of Milan's gown that they praise so.
Oh, that exceeds, they say.
Oh, by my troths, but a nightgown in respect of yours, cloth of gold and cuts, laced with silver, set with pearls, and side sleeves, down sleeves, and skirts round underborne with a bluish tinsel. But for a fine, quaint, graceful, most excellent fashion, yours is return on it.
God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Fie upon thee, art not ashamed?
Of what, lady? Of speaking honorably? Is not marriage honorable in a beggar? Is not your lord honorable without marriage? I think you would have me say, saving your reverence, a husband, ooh. And bad thinking do not rest true speaking. I'll offend nobody. Is there any harm in heavier for a husband? I think not, and it be the right husband and the right wife. Then 'tis light and not heavy. Ask my Lady Beatrice else. Here she comes.
How now, coz?
Good morrow, sweet hero.
How now do you speak in such a sick tune?
I am stuffed, cousin. I cannot smell.
A maid and stuffed. There's goodly catching of gold here.
God help me, God help me. How long have you professed apprehension?
Ever since you left it, doth not my wit become me rarely?
It is not seen enough. You should wear it in your cap. By my troth, I am sick.
Take you some of this Carduus Benedictus, and lay it to your heart. It is the only thing for quality.
There thou hast pricked her with a thistle.
Benedictus? Why? Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedictus?
Moral? By my truth, no, I have no moral meaning.
What pace is this thy tongue keeps?
Not a false scallop.
Madam, withdraw! The Prince Californio, Senior Benedict, John, and all about
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady?
No.
to be married to her, for you come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this count?
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment why you should not be enjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any hero? None, my lord.
Know you any count?
I dare make this answer. None.
Oh, what men dare do, what men may do, what men daily do, not knowing what they do.
How now interjections? Why then some be of laughing as, ah ha he.
Stand aside, mother, by your leave. Will you, with free and unconstrained soul, give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely sown as God did give me her.
And what have I to give you back whose worth they counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. There, Leonata. Take her back again! Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She's but the sign and semblance of her honor.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married, not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
Dear my lord, if you, in your own proof, have vanquished the resistance of pursuit, feel no virginity.
I know what you would say. If I had known her, you would say she did embrace me as a husband. And so extenuate the forehand sin. No, Leonata, I never tempted her with word too large. And seemed I ever wise to you? Out on thee, see me! You seem to me as as Diane her orb, as chaste as the bud ere it be blown. You are more intemperate in your blood than Venus, or those pampered animals who rage in savage sensuality. How now, my lord, why do you speak so wide?
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored to have gone about to link my dear friends to a common stale.
This looks not like a nuptial.
True,
Leonardo, I'm sorry you must hear. Upon mine honor, myself and my brother in this grieving count did see her, hear her at that hour last night talk with the ruffian at her chamber window, who hath indeed, most like a liberal villain, confessed the vile encounters they have had 1,000 times in secret.
Hath no man's dagger here a point for me?
Hero, wherefore seek you down?
Come, let us go. These things come thus like smother her spirits up.
How doth the lady?
Dead, I think. Help, aunt. Hero? Oh, hero. Aunt, say your Benedict fire.
Why doth not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Could she here deny the story that is printed in her blood? Oh, she has fallen into a pit of anger. And the wide sea has dropped too few to wash her clean head, and salt too little, which may season give to her foul tainted flesh.
Ma'am, be patient. For my part, I am so tired to wonder. I know not what to think.
On my soul, my cousin is blind.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not, but until last night, I have this 12 months since been her bedfellow.
Confirmed. Which was stronger made before barred up with ribs of iron? Will the two princes lie and Claudio lie, who loved her so that speaking of her foulness washed tears hatched from her? Let her die!
Hear me alone. For I have only silent been so long. I have given way into discourse of fortune by noting of the lady. Call me a fool, trust not my age, my reverence, calling nor divinity, if the sweet lady lie not guiltless here under some biting error.
Friar, it cannot be.
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that you accuse me, I know none. If I know more than any man alive, the maiden's modesty doth permit, like may all my sins lack mercy. Oh, my mother, prove you that if any man with me conversed at hours unmet, or that yesternight I had an exchange of words with any creature, refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There is some strange misprison in the princes.
Two of them have the very bent of honor. If their wisdoms be misled in this, it lies in the practice of John the Bastard, whose spirits toil in the frame of villainy.
Hear me a little. And let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the prince is left for dead. Let her be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed. Maintain a mourning ostentation, and on your family's old monument, hang mournful epitaphs, and do all rites that appertain to your burial.
What will become of this? What will this do?
Mary, this well carried out, shall on her behalf change slander to remorse. But if all aim but this be leveled false, then the supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder of her me. And if it sort not well, then you may conceal her. The best benefits who lose reputation in some reclusive and religious life, out of all eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries.
Being that I flow with grief, the smallest fine may leave me.
'Tis well consented, presently away. For to strange sort strangely they strange appear. Come, lady, die to live. Which when they hath but prolonged, have patience when you hear.
Margaret!
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason, I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
Oh, what might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
Very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It's a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is not that strange?
Strange a thing, I know not. It were as possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you. But believe me not, and yet I lie not. I confess nothing nor I deny nothing. I'm sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear that thou love me, and I will make him eat it you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it. I protest. I love thee.
Why then, God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest that I loved you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
Nay! I am gone though I am here. There is no love in you.
Beatrice.
I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy?
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height a villain that hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? What? Bear her in hands until they come to take hands, and then, with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor. Oh, God, that I were a man! I would eat his heart in the marketplace!
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with a man at a window? A proper saying.
Nay, but Beatrice.
Sweet hero, she is wronged. She is slandered. She is undone.
Beatrice.
Princes and counties. Surely a good princely testimony, a goodly count confect, a sweet gallant. Surely. Oh, that I were a man for his sake, or that I had any friend would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into curtsies, valor into compliment, and men are only turned to tongues, and trim ones too. I cannot be a man with wishing, therefore I will die a woman in grieving.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice. By this hand I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul that Claudio has wronged Hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
No, I'm engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand, and so I will leave you. As by that hand, Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead. So farewell.
A marvelous witty fellow
Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought to Leonapolis. I will go before and show her their examination.
Come! Let them be opinions. Let them be opinions. Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that he were here to rat me down an ass. But masters, remember that I am an ass. Though it not be written down, forget not that I am an ass. Oh, villain, thou art full of piety, thou shalt be proved upon thy good witness. I am a wise fellow, and which is more, an officer, and which is more, a householder, and which is more, a pretty a piece of flesh as any in Messina. And one that knows the law, go to, and a rich enough fellow, go to, and one that hath had losses and 2 gowns and everything handsome about him, bring them away. Oh, that I had been raked down an ass.
How now? 2 of my brothers men bound. Braccio 1. Officers, what offense have these men done?
Sweet prince, let me go no farther to mine answer. Do you hear me? And let this count kill me. I have deceived even your very eyes. What your wisdoms could not discover. These shallow fools were brought to life, who in them heard me confess to this man. How John, my brother, incensed me to slander the lady hero. How you were brought into the orchard and saw me, poor Margaret, in hero's gowns. How you disgraced her when you should marry her. My villainy they have upon record, which I'd rather steal away to my death than repeat over to my shame. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusation, and really I desire nothing less than the reward of a villain.
Art thou the slave with thy breath hath killed my innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, not so, villain. Thou liest thyself. Here are a pair of honorable men. A third is fled that had a hand in it. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high and worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done, if you think of it.
I know not how to pray your patience, and I must needs choose your revenge yourself.
I did not bid you bid my daughter to live. That were impossible. But I pray you, since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew.
What?
My brother hath a daughter. Almost a copy of my child that is dead. Give her the right you should give her cousin, and so that's my revenge.
Which is the lady I must seize upon?
This same is she, and I do give you her.
Why then, she is mine. Lady, show me your face.
No! You shall not till you take her hand, implore her this time, and do swear to marry her.
Lady, give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband if you like me. And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband. Another hero! Nothing certain, for one hero died defiled. But as surely as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero. The hero that is dead.
She died, my lord, but whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement can I qualify. When after the holy rites are ended, I will tell you largely of fair hero's death. Meantime, let wonders seem familiar, and let us to the chapel presently.
Soft and fair, friar. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no. No one
Claudio have been deceived. They swore to me.
Do not you love me?
Troth? No. No more than reason.
But then my cousin and Margaret are much deceived. They did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then you do not love me?
No, truly, but in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin, I'm sure you love the gentleman.
And I will be held against it that he loves her. For here's a paper, written in his own hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice. And here's another, written in my cousin's hand, containing her affections on towards Benedict.
A miracle. Use our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee. But in this light, I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but for this good day. I yield under good persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in consumption.
Peace. I will stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedict the married man?
I tell thee what, Prince. A college of whitbreakers could not flout me of my humor. Dost thou think I care for an epigram or a satire? No, for a man is a giddy thing, and this is my conclusion.
Masters, your brother John's ta'en it flat and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Think not on him till tomorrow. I will devise parade punishments for thee. Strike up, pipers.